Hello, this is Holly Von Wald with Keller Williams Lanier Partners, and today we're going to do another From Where I Sit view of a property on the MLS that's currently on the market and ready for you to buy. So this is what we're looking at here is an MLS listing that I could send to you. If you're a buyer and you're looking for a home, I'd be happy to help you. And the number is 762-228-1905. Again, that's 762-228-1905. If you want to reach out directly, if it turns out this is not the property for you, then by all means we can continue looking and I can send you gorgeous listings like this one. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dig into this one. This is 4543 Big Rock Ridge Trail, and this would be in the Mundy Mill subdivision in the south part of Gainesville, very near Oakwood. And the current listing price is $439,500. It has an estimated 2575 square feet, so it's a really nicely sized home, and it is currently at 0 days on market. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and we'll come back to all those types of details here in just a moment. But let's take a look at the pictures, which is what everybody wants to see. So as you can see, we have that gorgeous Mundy Mill curb appeal here. I love this stacked stone, the rock accents. It's just a beautiful property. You've got your double car garage, very nice, and then the sidewalk. And if you notice here, and we'll take a look at it from some different angles, but this is a nicely sized little porch. You got enough room out here for some chairs, a little table. Sit out there, drink your morning coffee if you wanted to. All right, so let's move on in. All right, now we're looking into the house. We've just stepped in through the front door, and over here to the left side, this is a dining area. And you're looking straight down the main hallway into the living area, and off to the side here on the right, we've got some bedrooms. So this is a different angle. So we've stepped into the house and we've turned around and we're looking back. So that's the front door we just came in. So now the dining room is on our right over here. And then as you can see, we're in that little alcove to the left side, which goes to the bedrooms. All right, so this is another shot of that gorgeous dining area. If you're not into the formal dining area, this would be a great den or a playroom or an office, whatever you might need it to be, but it is traditionally a formal dining room area. And I love this trim. If you look at this, it just has lots of character, very pretty. The windows are trimmed out nicely. You've got that nice crown molding. This is just a really elegant looking dining area. A little bit more of an angle there looking back toward the front door. All right, now we've stepped on down the hallway, and where we are now is looking into the living room. It's a very large living room, and we'll talk more about that in just a minute. But for now, let's talk about this little thing over here on the side. This is a built-in desk for computers, whatever. But as you'll see in some other pictures, you're going to notice that this is also very near the kitchen. So it might be the place to set up, your iPad if you're one of those that likes to look up recipes and do them on the fly. But where my brain goes is coffee. This is like the perfect little area to do a small little coffee bar, and you've got all this storage that you could use for that. But technically speaking, it was designed to be a little office desk area. All right, so again, looking into the living room. We'll come back to that. But here's a better shot, a straight on shot of that little area that, multi-purpose. You use it for whatever works for you. But like I said, for me, I would look at that and definitely think coffee. All right, here's the living room. We've got this gorgeous area, and just one of the things that I like to point out here is the attention to detail. The trim is so pretty. Again, you've got the crown molding. You've got the trim out around the windows. You've got this beautiful fireplace, the stacked rock fireplace with that pretty wood mantle. It's the kind of thing that, you know, if you like your TV above your fireplace, you have plenty of room for that. But if you don't, maybe, you know, you put an entertainment center over on the left side here and just put some pretty decor up here. You know, I'm thinking ahead to the holidays, some stockings hanging here, or, you know, some candles on the mantle. It's just absolutely beautiful. And then you've got this built-in bookcase / storage area with the character, you know, the crisscrosses here. That's just so pretty. And then, of course, it leads into the master suite over there. All right, this is an angle, kind of just looking at it from a different viewpoint. And one thing that I did not point out in that former picture, which I should have, is look at this ceiling, the coffered ceiling with the ceiling fan. But just look again at that attention to detail. It is not just your typical flat ceiling. This is beautiful. A lot of attention to those details. And again, looking at this built-in, it's one thing to just see it, but if you look at it closer, look at the trim, you know, and all the little accent that's been put on it. It's just really pretty. All right, now we're turning around and looking from the living room into the kitchen and the informal dining area, or the breakfast area, whatever you would want to call it. So let's take a look. This is from a slightly different angle, looking over into that dining area. All right, what's really cool about this kitchen, and a lot of the kitchens in Mundy Mill homes, is that they have these big islands. Just a really pretty island, and there's room here for, this is not just, you know, your typical little bar stools. You can actually put nicely upholstered, pretty pieces of furniture here that double, you know, for your eating area. So if you're the type that likes to just do the quick grab something in the mornings, you want to eat at the bar, there it is. You've got it, but it's also a great prep area. So there you can see it kind of from a different angle. You see how deep that is. So there's plenty of room for, you know, like a chair style bar stool to slide up under there. All right, so now we're looking from the kitchen back into the dining area. Look at these countertops. They just absolutely shine. Beautiful. I think that's granite, but I would definitely need to check on that for you, because that's not my strong suit. I am definitely not afraid to admit when I don't know, but I'm 150% prepared to ask questions when I don't know. So all I know is that's pretty, and we could check it out and see what it is. You've got your dishwasher here, and I love it that the sink looks out into the living room. So if you should be, you know, doing cleanup after dinner and you want to put your dishes away, you can still be engaging with, you know, your family or guest or whomever out in the living room, or just watching TV if you've got your TV up here. So it's kind of cool. Right, another view of the kitchen. You've got the lots of storage here. You've got your gas stove, your microwave over the stove with the vent hood under there, or the vent and the microwave, and it leads over here to a pantry. But look at this backsplash. You've got your tiled backsplash. Very, very pretty. Okay, just a slightly different angle there. More pictures showing you just the island, and on both sides of the island you've got outlets. So if you're the type, you know, that does the crock pot thing like we do all the time, you've got that option. Okay. All right, now we're looking in the breakfast area, and as you can see, there's a door here that goes out onto the back. We'll talk about that in a little bit too, but this is just your nice informal type eating area. And again, if you don't want to use it as an eating area, a dining area, this could be expanded to be, you know, play space, or it could be, this is where you could put a desk with, you know, your office. You've got so many options in this house. There we go. That's a slightly different angle of that area. So as you can see, it's a nice size. All right, here we've got a small bath. This would be, I believe, the half bath, but I'm not 100% sure. Again, I'm not afraid to ask and clarify if I need to, but there we go. You see, you've got just your simple bath. But, you know, I see this and I see a blank canvas. I see all sorts of things that you can decorate with and just make it really neat. All right, now we're moving on into what is the I believe this would be the master. So looking in here, it's gorgeous. You've got 2 windows, a lot of natural light coming in. You've got a ceiling fan. You know, some bedrooms don't have the ceiling fans, but this does. It's marvelous, and it's just fantastic. All right, you see you got your carpet, and there's a lot of room in here. And I happen to know from this particular listing that there is significant space. Sometimes when you're looking at a photo, it's hard to tell exactly how big a room is, but this particular room did have large furniture in it. I mean, we're not talking, you know, little small furniture. This had large pieces of furniture and a king-size bed, and there was plenty of room to move around. So this is a sizable bedroom. Okay, now we're looking in the master bathroom, and there will be a different angle to show you some more, but you see you've got one of your vanities. There is another, and then you've got your shower, very sizable. You've got your off to the side water closet back here, so you can have your privacy. This shows you a different angle. So you see you do have 2 vanities, but they're split in the middle. And I think this is really cool for those of you who don't want your items and your toiletries and things to get mixed with someone else's. So you can each have your own space, and there's a lot of good lighting overhead. So it's just a really neat layout. That shows you from, you know, the straight on forward facing view. All right, and now we have a closet here. This is the master closet, and what's really cool is there's laundry room access from the master closet. You don't see that very often, and it's not that that's the only access. There's another access to this laundry area, so you have a really neat feature there. Okay, now we're moving on to one of the secondary bedrooms, and as you can see here, well, let me back up. Let's not rush through that. You've got your closet. It's got the double doors, so it is a sizable closet there. Lots of storage. And then as you can see, it is a standard size room. It's a nice size bedroom. And you could easily fit, I believe, a full, probably a queen in here, but definitely a full, and twins would be no problem. All right, now we move on to the shared bathroom. This is that first bathroom. When you come in the door and you look to the right where the 2 bedrooms are, this would be that shared bathroom right there. Okay, and now we're looking into the laundry area. Now remember I said this was a shared laundry area, so you can actually get to it from the regular, you know, just the main part of the house, but you have direct access from the master as well. And this is a really neat feature. There's this built-in mudroom type area where you can hang up your, you know, coats, backpacks, whatever, hats, whatever you might have. And you could even see that there's easily plenty of room to put a bench down here with some storage underneath it for shoes. So it's a great area. All right, now we're looking at, you know, just kind of around the corner here. There's that half bath we were looking at earlier. We've got a closet here, and then we've got the stairs going up, which we'll talk about that in a little bit. But this is all before you get back into the living room. Okay, now we are upstairs, and we are in what is the extra bedroom, and it has its own closet and its own bathroom. So now we're back downstairs. Okay, now we're back upstairs. This is where I wanted to go. So I actually might have been mistaken. I think when I'm looking, I think this actually is one of the downstairs rooms, I believe. And then we jump ahead. There's another picture of it, or another angle. Now we're upstairs. What's really awesome about this is that it's an entire, you know, another ensuite basically, and it's upstairs. So you've got your closet, a very large closet. It's got its own bathroom, and this is a nicely sized bedroom up here. If you don't want to use it as a bedroom, you certainly don't have to. There's plenty of opportunity to turn that into an office as well. All right, now this is where there's some awesome stuff going on. Back here behind the house, you have this gorgeous covered over patio area, and then you have an expanded open patio area. So if you love to be outdoors but you need that mixture of some covered over and some open, this is just a perfect setup for you. And if you're under that patio looking at the backyard, it's just it has beautiful landscaping back here. It's just really, really pretty. Okay, and there's another shot of your backyard. So there's plenty of room, for if you have pets or if you have children or if you just love the outdoors, whatever. You have so many options out here. It's a nicely sized backyard. And then, of course, there's always room for the fire pit and the grill. You're going to have that outdoor space. It's gorgeous. And now that's just showing you from the full-on view, just looking at it straight on. It just, even from the back of the house, it's just really pretty. Another angle there so you can see the side. And we're back to the front. All right, so I'm going to close out here. So now let's talk about details. So, as we already established, this is in the Mundy Mill neighborhood. So let's take a look at it in the map view here. So if you're familiar with the Mundy Mill area, it's an extensive neighborhood, and this street right here, Millside Parkway, is the main street in and out on the front side. But, if you wanted to drive through, you've got Mountain View Road back here. But moving back over, you can see that you're very close to Millside Parkway. And at the end of Millside Parkway, there's, the intersection, and you're right there on Highway 53. So you're very near a lot of doctors' offices. You're very near, a gym. You're very near all kinds of businesses. And you've got Sam's Club. You have Walmart. You have on over here the University of North Georgia somewhere. So you have so many, there it is. You have so many conveniences right there. At your back door, literally. You can be there in probably 5 minutes. It's awesome. All right, and this is your street view, so you can see what the neighborhood looks like around you. Okay, so that's your across the street neighbors, your up and down the street neighbors, and then there would be your house right there. Just beautiful. I'm jealous. Can I be jealous? All right, so now let's look at the property info. It's a spacious ranch. Like I said, it's over 2,500 square feet. According to the tax records, you have a foyer, the private dining room, which could be the flex room like we've already discussed. So many opportunities here in this. Now we'll move on down. It is newly on the market. There were some recent painting has been done on the inside. It's just really pretty. And just kind of jumping through, this house was built in 2016. So overall, in the grand scheme of things, it's a fairly new home. You do have your association fee from Mundy Mill. And if you're not familiar with Mundy Mill, you keep hearing me talk about it. This particular neighborhood has a lot of amenities. The entire neighborhood has sidewalks, so you're not, if you want to take a walk out through the neighborhood, you don't have to walk on the street. You have sidewalks. And there are 3 different pool areas, some clubhouses, some playgrounds, some tennis courts. So for your annual association fee of $625, you get a lot of amenities. And if you break that amount up over the 12 months of the year, it's really minimal, very affordable. And so there we go. That is this beautiful home, 4543 Big Rock Ridge Trail in Gainesville. If you want to see it, let us know. We would love to give you a chance to see it and hopefully get you under contract, and let's get you into your new home. All right, y'all have a great day.